Right, and we are picking up on our talks about firearm licensing and the process behind that, proficiencies, and getting yourself to become a licensed firearm owner. And joining us is Shalto Skuman from Raven Defense. Shalto, once again, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Great stuff. Let's pick up. I think we've discussed, more or less the process and so on and so forth, how it works. Obviously, let's talk costs. People want to know, how much will a proficiency cost me? How much will this whole setup cost me?
Okay, depending on what you want to do, if you want to do discipline, and we've touched base on that on the previous video, but let's talk about disciplines again. So your discipline is handgun, shotgun, hunting rifle, or self-loading rifle. So if you want to do one discipline plus law, it's roughly in the region of 1,500 rand. It might be less. Some guys run specials, especially now in the Christmas time and stuff like that. But roughly, your benchmark would be 1,500 rand. If you're going to do two disciplines plus law, you're looking at a region of 2,200 rand or 2,500 rand. That's your region. Okay. Three disciplines is roughly going to be 3,000, 3,200 rand. And then four disciplines, if you want to do all of them, 3,500 to 3,700 rand. That's basically the range.
What is included in that cost? Do you give a firearm and ammunition and range fees, and what is included in that cost?
Yeah, some guys exclude the range fees and the ammo. Some guys include everything. But normally, what happens is you get your manuals. Okay, you get your lectures for that day. Okay, you get your manuals, you get your open book, you get your closed book tests. Normally, ammo is included. Range fees normally is included, and then the hiring of the firearm is included in that price. It may differ from firearm school to firearm school, but normally you'll get that.
That's a question. Yeah, that's a question that we get. People have actually asked me, why are you so expensive? And I think it's not a question of being expensive. I think the customer must just find out from wherever he's going, what is included in the price that they offer, because you're going to use.
Because a lot of people don't see, the target that you're shooting, the branding, keeping up the target, the range fees. The ammunition is very expensive. Hiring and maintaining that firearm is also expensive. The books or the study material is very expensive. So it's expensive, yes. But yeah, what can I say? It's firearm and ammunition and stuff like that. Everything is expensive. Hiring a range for that time period for an hour is expensive. So yeah.
So you obviously get places, that have got their own ranges in-house and so forth and so on, and they can cut some of the costs. So I think the customer must just, it's a question of finding out what is included in the price at the end of the day. Okay, so the customer doesn't have to bring his own firearm.
No, normally schools have the firearms. If you're not proficient yet and you can't give your certification in so that you can become proficient, you can't have a firearm. So mostly the schools have these firearms, and they rent them out so you can do your with a rented firearm, and it's totally legal and above board.
Okay. One other question that we've got here is that I just spoke to another gun shop, and they say I don't need proficiency, I only need competency.
So I presume that if you walking into just to bring it into context, I'm looking at it from a dealer's point of view. So he's not interested in the proficiency. He's interested in, did the police find you competent? So then that's going to be relevant. If you have done all the proficiencies and competencies and you have your competency certificate, yes, you're good to go. All right. But unfortunately, before you can buy a firearm, in my opinion, then you're going to have your proficiency certificate. So then you're going to have to go to a licensed firearm training school and get proficient, and then apply for your competency, and then go to the firearm dealer and then buy your firearm. So I think the question was taken out of context.
Okay, good, good. Right, I think that's enough for this session. We'll touch back again and then take it from there. Thank you so much.
Thanks, John.